to the ManScouts podcast. I am your host, Captain Conan, here with a man who needs no introduction because he's the reason why you have a single mom. It's Daddy Dalton. It's Daddy Dalton, slayer of women.
What's up?
And dismayer of men.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
Nah, dude, you're a nice guy.
I'm pretty nice, I think. I think I'm pretty nice. I would say so.
Yeah.
Wait, so we were off camera. We were talking about cast iron skillets, adult convos.
Well, for me and Dalton, it's cutting season, so we're trying to enjoy the cut, which means you have to have delicious meats.
It's true.
And if you've listened to this podcast long enough, we're a fan of delicious meats. Okay.
We love delicious meats just in our mouths, really just delicious.
In our mouths. We like to savor the taste in our mouths. Delicious meat.
So good.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, you might be gay.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually I saw a study recently. I actually conducted a study recently.
You conducted a study.
I did it. I did the study for vegans and the correlation between vegans and being gay. So
that's funny.
Think about that.
But yeah, we were talking about chicken. You might get an Instant Pot because you eat so much chicken.
Yeah, I think I just need to break down and do it.
Yeah, you almost did it. You looked up a couple of them.
Yeah, there was some sort of hang up because I was trying to decide which one to get, and then I think I got distracted and never ordered it because I do that. But dude, no, I want to hear your process of cooking a steak on a cast iron skillet.
All right, so I got a skillet, right? And cast iron, just so you know. And so cast iron skillets are good for a couple reasons. Apparently, they're good for searing. They heat up uniformly. They last a long time. Some people say it's like you can make it non-stick if you use it right. Haven't experienced that personally.
It pretty much just sticks all the time.
It sticks all the time, and you got to clean it thoroughly every time.
Yeah.
But it's cast iron, and you can't leave it wet or cook it or clean it the way you would clean other things because it'll rust, and you got to scrub with metal if it does that. But
you scrub with metal normally.
You can you get a little copper ball or a little steel ball, and you can scrub the gunk off of it. But I just get it piping hot. I put in some oil. Avocado oil because it has a higher burn point than
that's what I was wondering is what you use for the oil, because in my head it's butter, dude.
Butter would be great. Butter burns pretty fast, but you can do it with butter. There's actually something called butter basting, which is fantastic. If you get enough butter in there, you get it nice and hot, you're searing it. And you're actually scooping up the excess butter and putting it on top.
Putting it on top, dude.
That's butter basting, dude. It's so good.
I want it, dude. I wish I wasn't cutting.
Dude, you can do it. It's not going to make that much.
Fit.
You do avocado oil and do freaking regular steaks, I
was going to say, yeah, dude, you can't do it with butter if you're cutting. It's just too much of the fats.
Yeah, and so I do that. I sear it, and it really doesn't take that long. Like, if you get it really hot, you get it piping hot, and then you sear both sides for like a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and then it's like, as long as it's not really, really thick, it's done. It's cooked. Then I just plop it over on my large cutting board, right?
You just slice it up.
Yep, that's what I do, dude.
Yeah, I went through a phase, dude, because there's a store around where I live. I was getting pretty good steak deals, dude.
You were getting steak?
Human
steaks? Human?
They were sirloin, so I think that's like Switzerland people.
I got a baby monitor beeping in the background, but keep talking.
Okay. Can you hear me though? He could probably hear me.
Yes, I can. Fine. I can hear you.
Really? I really didn't think you could hear me.
Yeah, the volume is turned up pretty loud, and so if I'm relatively close to the headphones, I could still hear it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I just went through a massive steak phase. That was all I was going to say.
Yeah. I feel like a steak phase is like a life phase. You become a man, you begin to mature, you begin to familiarize yourself with the preparation of meats.
Dude, I have a meats story, actually. This happened to me last year.
Oh, dude, give me the meat story.
I was I had my ex-girlfriend had for my birthday got me a pretty nice T-bone steak. Okay.
Ooh.
And I did this cool thing, my girlfriend at the time, right? And this was
Mhm.
like a while later. But I kept it in the freezer and then I unthawed it at one point and forgot about it like for a couple of days and then rethought it. And I think I did that enough times that the meat went bad. And I cooked it pretty raw and I ate it anyway. And let me tell you, dude, I didn't feel good that night.
You had some grumbles and stumbles.
I went to work. Actually no, before work because me and my partner were getting ready for, like my beat partner, just so we're clear, not homosexual companion.
Well, beat partner doesn't make it sound any better. Like,
Yeah,
I
my
know
partner
that's
at
supposed
work.
to sound like cop terms, but
yeah, it's cop
beat
terms.
partner makes it sound a lot worse.
My beat partner, my partner at work,
Partner that you beat it with. Yeah,
we were living together at the time, like a couple of domestics, and we, I went and I threw up, and I was like, I think I'm good. And then I went into work and I stayed in the bathroom and continued to throw up at work for the next probably hour and a half. And then I was like, dude, I got to go home. Just had nothing left in me.
That's a coming of age tale.
It was awful. Yeah.
Love that.
And then I didn't eat steaks for probably wasn't even that long. It was probably like a month, month and a half.
Nice.
Probably not that long. But yeah. So let's now ever since then, I got to be honest about this. I get my steaks medium rare, not just rare. Ever since then, I've been a little scared.
So, have you have there been other instances of foods that you've like gotten sick and thrown up the food? Maybe it's not even related to the food, but since it was the food that you threw up, you're like have an aversion to that food now.
Yes.
What happened? What is the food?
Fish and chips, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have a hard time with it at times. Because I just get my wisdom teeth out, dude, and I think the painkillers were making me nauseous. Something about it made me like super nauseous, dude. Like I remember I never felt this sick in my life, dude, but I remember for days I would just like stay in bed with like just nauseous and like a migraine or something.
Yeah.
After I got my wisdom teeth out, and I think it was the drugs. And I remember like wanting fish and chips in that state, and I ate it, and then I threw them up or something, and I don't even know if I threw them up, but just like my state of like being so nauseous, I was like, never again, dude.
Interesting.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think there's something about me for whatever reason that like I've thrown up with a bunch of different foods, but I've never thrown up and been like, I'm never having that food again. And maybe it's like like it's a memory thing, but
like you just don't remember it very good. Like you're just not as smart as me.
Or maybe it's I'm not as smart as you. Maybe it's that I'm more resilient to negative things more than you.
I don't know about that. But to be fair, I have eaten fish and chips since then. But there's definitely times when I smell it and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm getting scared.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Because a lot of people they share those experiences, but I've not had that. I mean, I remember even the last year throwing up something and then like eating it a couple days later. Just,
what did you throw up?
I threw up like chips and guacamole salsa.
It was yeah. Bro, I could eat corn chips like anytime.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
The guac salsa was like just spicy enough too that like it really burned when you threw it up out the nasal passages. You know what I mean?
It like cleared out your sinuses though a little bit.
Oh yeah, but it didn't just clear it out. It was just burning for like an hour afterward.
For an hour?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I had a hard time like sleeping afterwards. Anyways, big suck.
Yeah, because how do you even wash that out? Then you have to get mouthwash and shove that up your nose.
I wasn't feeling great. I probably could have done something like a nasal wash, nasal rinse. You know what I mean?
Who's got those, dude? Do you have nasal washes?
I have nasal rinses. I've done them before. They work really well.
I've never done them.
When you purify the water, like you have to boil it.
The neti pot thing?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like a saline rinse, so it's like a little salt solution you put in with water that you've purified, more or less.
I've never done it. I've never done that.
It's good stuff.
Cool. It's pretty cool.
It's good stuff. Dude, so what's is there a dating with Dalton update at all?
No, not really.
No, not really.
I've been talking to
Talking to ladies.
I've been talking to a couple. Talking to one in particular, really.
I like it.
Bro.
But is she a single mom?
No.
All right, then this is gonna be great. So
okay, let's see it.
There's this series of videos that there's this one guy, his account and his brand is making fun of single moms. And
that seems like it's good for him.
Yeah, so
it's good for single moms, probably.
The one thing I would say about it
praise
is like he seems to really only be targeting those that they have beef about it, right? They're like, you guys shouldn't care that I'm a single mom, when clearly people do care, right?
I gotcha.
Yeah. So just to give a little preview, here we go.
But single mom. This is going to be It's About Men, but single mom version.
Single mom.
Something that's been getting under my skin is men not.
So it's just zooming out, right? So this is the Spanish version of it. Madre soltera is the Spanish for single mom. But yeah, he's like, no condom, no problem.
Oh, man.
And then there's this one.
I am a single 30-year-old woman with 3 children driving a minivan checking out other dads.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
Some men get past the fact that I have 4 kids.
I like the remixes.
Just
yeah.
Bullcrap.
You let him hit it raw.
It's bullcrap. I like how he's doing it with diapers.
So I don't need a provider. They don't need a father. So what's the hang up? Because
you said I'm a haddish kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
I'm 28, a single mom, just divorced, and this dating pool is like not it.
You let him hit it raw.
This dating pool is not it.
Now you're a single mom.
I don't get it. Like, where's the real people that want a relationship? Because I'm not finding any of that.
You said I'm a haddish.
Shit, that's fair, though.
Here's the thing. This is what I'll say right now. It's hard for a single mom. Right?
Yeah, it's rough out there, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
it's rough.
Well, and a lot of those, like, it's one thing to be like,
it's one thing to be like, it's hard, and it's another thing to be like, why is this a problem?
Yeah,
because it's a complicated scenario. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's another thing too. Like, I definitely feel a lot worse for like that last girl who's like, I'm recently divorced. It's like, well, she didn't just like sleep around and accidentally get pregnant. She like was probably trying to start a family, and like the divorce might not be her fault. It could be though. Like maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it's not her fault, like that's like a tough situation, dude. You know what I mean?
It's rough.
Like it's sad.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And also, if I was a single dad, I'd make fun of the fact that I was a single dad as well.
Definitely.
I think it's good to laugh at yourself. So,
yeah.
Women, don't take it too hard. All right? Okay? Learn to laugh at yourself. It's going to make the dating market a lot easier.
Also, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not, but like, I feel like if you're a single dad, you wouldn't mind dating somebody who's a single mom.
You wouldn't.
Right?
No. Well, I mean, it'd probably be still complicated, right? For the same reasons.
Definitely.
But you might have less of an issue with it for sure than someone who is not a single parent.
Like, I don't have any kids. I tried doing the single mom thing. I'm not a huge fan of it now. Because if it doesn't work out, then you lose the kids too. And it's like the kids are usually cooler than the mom.
Kids are pretty cool.
Kids are sweet.
Kids are sweet. In other news, Afro Man, I don't know if you remember the song back in the day. I was going to clean my room, but then I got high.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, he redid a song.
Is that the actual guy?
Well, this guy is introducing the actual guy, but yes, it is the actual guy.
Stop scrolling. Afro Man redid his famous song in honor of Hunter Biden.
Gonna get his laptop fixed, but Hunter got high.
That's awesome.
Show all them dick pics, but Hunter got high.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he was just,
What was his? Do you know what his vice was? Was it heroin? Was he a heroin boy or was he a coke guy?
Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
It
Coke
was
and crack?
It was at least coke and crack, at least.
Okay. He's a crack guy. Nice.
There's instances of both of those types of actions going on the leaked laptop stuff.
Nice.
So, yeah.
The laptop tested positive for coke.
Dude, the laptop itself tested positive.
Yeah. They tested the laptop for coke and it came up positive. So, old Hunter was really struggling. Hunter's still alive, isn't he?
He's alive and well, man. He's
yeah.
alive and well.
Like making tons of money off his dad's business deals.
Didn't make a dent. In fact, I think he would be a more popular figure if he just leaned into it. Like, yeah, that is what I did.
I used to be a coke addict. Now I make trips to Ukraine and bring back money.
Or he doesn't even have to be like reformed. He can still be an addict. Be like, yeah, I love a little cocaine now and then.
He's like, I love coke so much that I had to find shady business deals to pay for my habit.
Amen. Amen.
Boom, dude. Boom. Yeah, lean into it, Hunter. That's what I'm annoyed about, dude. All these politicians just need to be honest. It's like,
I agree.
Come on. Just don't lie about it. We all know what you're doing. Just don't lie.
All right, so I'm really excited because I found this guy's account, and I mean, I don't how else to say this. He is a witch, a wizard.
He's a Wiccan?
He's one of those things. But this video came up on my feed, and I was like, this seems a little crazy, right?
Okay.
And so whenever I see something a little crazy, I'm like, I got to go to the comments, figure out what it's all about.
Yeah.
We're all receptive. So here's the video. Make a baneful ward with me. No idea what that is.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what a baneful ward is.
Throws down a log to break some stuff. He's like putting around some chalk.
Big little cauldron.
He's got a little cauldron.
What's he putting in it? Okay,
He's got some candles. He's spitting something. He's burning stuff now.
He's burning the things that he wrote down. With the switchblade, he's poking it.
Anyways, I can't even watch all of it. It goes on forever.
Oh my gosh, we're only halfway done.
We're only halfway done. It's like a kid just breaking stuff and smearing stuff, but it's witchcraft apparently, and the comments are entirely receptive.
Wait, really?
Oh, they're entirely look at
Probably
first comment.
They're sign in me, but baneful magic feels better than therapy 8 days a week. What the hell?
The aggression is real. Mans is playing absolutely no games.
The hell's baneful magic?
It's like
finally the real witch talk.
Yes. Do I know what he's doing? No. Did I finally highly attractive? Yes. All these people have mental issues.
Yeah, well, that's a girl thing, dude. Like, they're weirdly attracted to, like, serial killers, and this guy's, like, borderline that, I feel like.
This feels spicy. So it's like a protection ward, but it bites back.
So, anyways, what I'm getting is you have to do, if you do, like, weird little stuff and play some hefty music, that's what gets them going.
I guess, but I had to see more of this guy. I was like,
Yeah. Well, we got another one. Let's see him.
Oh, dude. You got him. This is what he is. Yeah. This one's even better, I think. After the context of that first video, you're like, okay, this guy's really into this stuff, right? Okay, let's go. Let's see what he says.
Red Flags and TikTok Witches, episode 5.
TikTok Witches.
So if they're culturally appropriating, especially if they're saying that they're self-initiated into closed practices, that's a major red flag. In general, not respecting indigenous people or their wishes of you to not appropriate things like white sage or coyote bones, for example.
Okay.
What?
You're apparently not supposed to culturally appropriate the magic stuff of other cultures. Indigenous people use sage and coyote bones, apparently. I don't know.
So, okay, but if it's magic, isn't that stuff just like inherently magic? Is that not the thing?
I guess
is that not what it is?
I guess you have to do the magic practices of your own culture, dude. Okay? Stick to the white people stuff, like making spells with white bread and
Uncrustables.
Yeah. And Uncrustables. Yeah. So here he goes.
Example is a major red flag. Now, another thing that I've seen, saying that dollar store candles don't work, especially 7-day candles, that's asinine. You do not need a lot of money for your magic to work. So especially when people have like loads and thousands of dollars of equipment, it may look.
First of all, if you're spending thousands of dollars on witch equipment, I mean, I feel like that's a problem in of itself. Yeah.
Dollar store candles, dude. I'm gonna disagree on this, dude. They're just too cheap to harness the spell.
They won't work, dude. They don't have the sacrifice necessary. You know.
Yeah, I like all Evander's wands.
They look beautiful, but it's not what actually makes the magic work. If you're working with your spirits and you know how to move the energy properly, a Dollar Tree glass candle can do you wonders. Another red flag: if they're claiming to do a ridiculous amount of spell work in one day, like doing 10 to 20 hexes or baneful working, when that's not energetically even possible. If you're actually,
dude, it's not energetically possible, dude.
What the hell is this guy even talking about, dude? None of this makes any sense. Dude, if you know how to like harness the spirits and you know divert the energy, like you could do this too. Like a Dollar Tree candle can freaking get you pregnant. It's crazy.
Here's the thing. I get it if this is like I'm a little too open-minded sometimes, and so I'm like, oh hey, if this is your religion and you feel like it helps you in your life, good for you. But when you start saying like, and we shouldn't culturally appropriate the sage,
it's freaking stupid.
I'm like,
yeah.
What the heck? All right, we're going to finish it off here.
Laying a decent curse or hex on somebody, it's going to take up a lot of your energy. Especially if you're doing multiple spells in a day, you're going to be drained. Like, you're pushing and moving a lot of energy and manipulating things. Red flags and TikTok.
Bro, this guy lights candles and, like, sprinkles dirt on stuff and, like, crumples up paper and lights it on fire and pokes it with a knife. And goes to bed being like, whoa, that was exhausting. That's crazy to me, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Favorite comment, right?
What psychopath?
Favorite comment? As an indigenous healer, my ancestors pride on education and the hard truths behind our practices. And he, the creator, says, decolonizing is so important and learning and listening.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing.
I hate him. He's a woke witch, dude.
He's probably getting laid with that stuff.
You think?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, but the girls that are sleeping with him aren't. Like, you're going to get a curse put on you. She's going to wake up in the morning and be like, can I read your tarot cards?
Dude, what if it was totally fake? What if he was like, okay with getting cursed? And he's like, well, actually, I'm okay with curses because I have a baneful ward hex that actually, it reverses them and translates that energy into me. So actually, it helps me when you curse me.
He's like, I have a 9-eyed force field, so you better think twice about cursing this bad boy, okay? Yeah. Also, it's not appropriated and decolonized, so...
I'm a little bit scared that we're going to get... that the witches of TikTok are going to come after us now.
Oh, there's nothing that they can do that I haven't already done myself, okay? I've been cursed for a while now, okay?
Little do they know, I'm actually a warlock who has bonded myself to a demon entity where I get all of my power.
I sold my soul for a warm meal one time. Got my soul back, though, so...
Yeah. All right, I have figured out, this is the last one I'm going to show from TikTok, and we'll move on, but I have figured out what Facebook quizzes have evolved to, right? You remember the Facebook quizzes back in the day?
Yeah.
It was like, what your favorite Disney princess says about you.
It's like, what, like, are you gay? Do you really know? You have to take a quiz to figure it out, apparently.
You're like, I took so many of those.
Kept saying I was gay.
Well, it's turned into like this type of stuff, right? POV, you're about to fight.
Nice.
Your opponent's hand is shaking. You understand the body language. Oh, I'm not going to fight you because your hands are shaking. So essentially what he's saying, or a bunch of people are saying a bunch of different things. People like,
so this top girl is saying, yeah, shaky hands means a boost of adrenaline.
Yeah, and other people are saying it's like shaking hands, unloading traumas. They're about to go crazy, right? And I am just like, this is what Facebook quizzes have evolved to, is like self-diagnosing or making large diagnoses off of small things, right? So people say like, oh, this is actually from ADHD. The fact that sometimes your pinky moves on Tuesdays, that's your ADHD.
Jeez, dude.
And that's what it is. That's what Facebook quizzes have evolved to. They've evolved to this.
Well, and I'm going to say this, dude.
Say it.
Because at work, I've been in plenty of fights, and yeah, your adrenaline kicks in, dude, and sometimes your hands shake, but usually that like happens after the fight, dude. Usually it's like you're coming down and you start shaking.
Yeah, and I'm sure that it like
and
there's
it's not a universal
reactions.
thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I'm sure that different people have different reactions towards conflict, probably based off of their temperament, nature, environment, nurture, all these things, you know.
I specifically remember after a particular foot chase.
Foot chase, that sounds fun.
That I caught the guy.
That's not a fetish thing, right? It's just you're chasing them on foot.
But my legs were shaky, and not like they weren't like tired. It was like an adrenaline thing. I was like, gosh dang it. But whatever.
Like it.
It's stupid. The thought that like shaking hands means you're going to get your ass kicked or butt kicked in a fight. Butt kicked, not your
stuff.
So dumb. I've seen that too as well. Like, whatever, dude. People are dumb.
Yeah, you know what also causes you to shake? Being a crackhead.
But how's that go to the... Oh, God, I get it. Because, like, this is what this says about you.
Yeah. It's what Facebook quizzes have evolved to, essentially. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Like that all the time. Like people, like Dan Soder has a great bit about it in his new comedy special. He's like people diagnosing themselves with autism on TikTok, and they're like pointing at the screen, and they're like, "It's like, I used to get nervous in crowded rooms. Turns out I was masking my autism." But they're not even saying it. It's like they're pointing at words on the screen.
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah. Or have you ever seen? Gosh dang it, dude. Dude, when people diagnose their own stuff, it's like, well, not that it's much better for doctors, dude. Like people will be like, the doctor said I have chronic depression. And it's like, but what does that mean? Like, tell me what that means to you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It means you've been sad for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to make some changes in your life.
Yeah, and this is the unfortunate truth about the DSM, which is the Diagnostic Statistic Manual, which is what they...
dude, can we hate on the American Psychological Association for a minute?
Yeah, they suck.
They're the worst.
Yeah, well, when you have a lot of bodies that are primarily just regulatory bodies and they don't do a lot of clinical work themselves, they kind of get detached from the reality of things. And that's what happens with the FDA, it's what happens with the NIH, what happens with the American Association for Psychologists. And they update this book ever so often, the Diagnostic Statistic Manual. I think they're on the DSM-5, but all disorders are really just like, because we don't know what's truly going on in the mind.
Right.
We never really have. We have guesses, right? It's a black box. We have inputs and we have outputs. We can kind of guess.
Right.
And all diagnoses are essentially just like some criteria. And if you hit enough of the criteria, you have the thing, right? Now, a lot of people may have different reasons for hitting those criteria, right? So that's why the ADHD diagnosis is like really kind of maybe just a little too broad, because in today's day and age, if you watch TikTok for hours, you can definitely become very distractible, have a hard time focusing.
Oh, right? Dude, I've noticed that. I need to delete that thing because, like, I can't focus for anything. It's bad. Yeah. I have a massive problem with that.
Yeah.
Well, lately, though, I've just been listening to that book, dude.
Heck yeah, dude! You're into vampires now. Let's get into vampires.
Well, dude, it doesn't help that I like went on a date recently, and she
she said she was a vampire.
No, but she wanted to watch Twilight.
Oh.
And so we watched Twilight.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm just all the vampires, dude. I'm getting all the vampire stuff, dude.
I'm a little like not a big fan of Twilight, and I'm a hater. And
no, it's fair. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch because you can make fun of it.
Yeah, but I think it's just because I like vampires and they're like a cool monster. But then Twilight's like, they glitter in the sunlight. And they're like,
yeah, they do.
And then it's like they're making them into like a teen girl's fantasy, which, I guess has some merit. Like vampires, they can seduce, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be kind of sexy, right?
Yeah, they're sexy.
Kind of. It's like
dangerous.
the sexy vampire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's the sexy monster.
Sexy monster.
Unlike werewolves, dude. They're the non-sexy monster.
Dude, they're the savage monsters.
Yeah, they're just the meat of the monster.
So you're liking the book so far?
Yeah, I've got 4 hours left. Because I'm listening to it. It's like 27 hours, and I've got like 4 hours left.
Well, dude, you're in luck because the next book's already out. So I'm in the second book right now.
Good. I will be caught up soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I cannot wait. No, I'm excited, dude. It's fun. It's a lot of like throats getting ripped out. A lot of blood.
Dude, I like that there's different bloodlines of vampire, and each of the bloodlines has different powers.
Yeah, right? Dude.
That's freaking sick.
Some of them are super strong. Some are super durable. Other ones can kind of read minds.
Yeah,
it's freaking crazy.
Influence with their voice.
Oh, it's the best.
It's good stuff. All right, so I know you've been dating for a while, and I thought, hey, if you ever do become a passport bro, that you need to find out which country is the sexiest. And so I found that for you, the data, but I want you to kind of guess which country. I have the top 10 sexiest countries here.
This isn't according to AI, right?
This is by a global survey of respondents.
Okay.
So
because I was going to say, because that AI one that we talked about, I already know. India.
Yeah,
which America's second place.
Which seems weird.
Yeah, it does seem weird.
Anyways, so sexiest countries. Top 10.
Okay. You want me to just guess the first one?
I want you to guess. See how many.
And then we'll move on.
In the top 10. Yeah.
Okay. Well, number 1 has got to be like. It's got to be a Nordic country, dude. I don't know which one though.
Ooh, interesting.
Like Sweden or something, or Denmark.
Sweden.
They're kind of all the same over there to me. That's the problem.
They kind of are all the same. And guess what? Not one Nordic country in the mix.
What?
Not one. Yeah.
Really?
Now, here's the thing. This is the problem, is that like if we were to do a little bit of a niche survey, we would probably want to survey each nationality and say, hey, which is the most attractive to Americans, right? Or maybe you do it by ethnicity, right? Because maybe there's some cultural tastes in there.
Okay, let me guess the top 3, and then we'll move on to the next ones. Okay,
cool,
so number 1, Brazil.
Dude, nailed it.
Yes.
Really? Number 1 is Brazil.
Nice. 2, Australia.
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't make the top 10.
Number 3, really? 3, I'm gonna say.
Some of these are smaller countries.
You said it's not a Norwegian country, but I'm kind of like Ukraine, dude.
Yeah, see, I would have thought Ukraine as well, and that's what makes me think like, hey, if we polled white people, would white people be like Scandinavia, Ukraine? You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's number 2 and 3 then?
Number 2 is Italy.
Okay, weird.
Yes, we got like a little bit of Mediterranean vibe going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, number with Brazil, you get all kinds of flavors, dude. You get like.
That's true. Brazil's huge. People don't even realize.
It's gigantic. You get like blonde hair, blue eyed. You get Latinos, people from like African American, this like black people, and everything in between.
Yeah. So number 2 is Italy, and number 3 was Costa Rica.
Never would have guessed that one. I don't even know what people from Costa Rica look like, other than like Latin, right?
Yeah. I mean,
do they have pictures of them?
No, they don't.
Like an example?
No. We could probably search the Miss Universe from each country, but
number 1 in sexy.
Number 1 in sexy. Number 2 in sexy is Italy. Number 3 in sexy is Costa Rica.
4 is Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me guess.
You've been to Thailand. Have you? Would you agree with that? Do you feel like that's valid?
Dude, there's a lot of lady boys, and let me tell you,
maybe
you can tell. You can tell they're lady boys. You can tell when it's like a dude with long hair and broad shoulders trying to grab your shirt sleeve. Okay, I'm not personally a fan of that, but whatever, dude.
You don't want to yuck anybody's yuck, but
yeah,
that's not yours.
Let me guess 7, but number 5 is Greece.
Number 5 is
Dude,
Greece.
I could see that because I knew a girl who claimed she was Greece. I don't know if it's true or Greek. Yeah, sorry. and she was very pretty. I really liked her, actually.
Yeah, Mediterranean. That Mediterranean, it's like a tan white person all the time type of thing.
Yeah, dude. Argentina coming in at number 6. And I will say this, probably one of the prettiest girls I ever met was from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Oh.
But I met her in Vietnam. So
like that. Like that.
Whatever that means.
You wanted to guess number 7 before we scroll down to the last
let me
three?
guess number 7, dude. It's probably gonna be dude, I was gonna say outside the box. Japan. Mexico? Spain,
Spain, France. Yeah. So this is the thing you got to realize about Spain too, is like, I think a lot of us over in the US think of Spain as like having similar to Hispanics in Mexico, but they're like pretty fair over there.
They're like fair, like not as tan?
They're not as dark as Mexico. They're tan, right? It's kind of, again,
It's
in
like
line with the
Mediterranean.
whole Greek Mediterranean. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. Hold on, number 10 is going to be okay. I was going to say the U.S., so it's Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. There we go.
Dude, people from France, I feel like they don't shower very much.
They probably
Am I
don't.
wrong?
They probably don't, but maybe they're still sexy. I don't know.
Dude, where are we falling in? We're not even in the top 20.
We're not even in the top 20.
Russia is 21. We're not even beating them.
Croatia, Panama, Switzerland,
Switzerland 25.
Sweden, Romania, U.S. number 30.
30 in sexy. Dang,
we're
dude.
30 in sexy, but we're 5 in countries overall.
Hey, number 1 in power. Am I right? Am I right?
Number 1 in military exports.
Yeah, dude.
Number 1 in drone strikes.
Definitely. Dude, Brazil. Good for them. Good for them. Maybe I need to take a trip to Brazil.
I'm thinking if you're trying to be a passport bro, Brazil might not be a bad option for you.
Dude, I'm a little bit nervous to talk about my dating life, but like, frankly, I'm not. Just because I don't know who watches the pod. You know what I mean? I get random people at work telling me that I have a podcast, and I'm like, I recognize I have a podcast. Shout out to you, by the way.
Can we tell a story of the random lady that said
yes? No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
the random Mexican lady who didn't even speak English, right?
She didn't speak it very good. She didn't speak it too good, I don't think. At least because she had a heavy accent. I had a hard time understanding what she was saying, and somebody else was like, "Wait, is that true?" And I'm like, "I don't know what you're even asking is true." And he goes, "You have a podcast?" I'm like, I look at the lady who said it to him, who had to translate it for me, and I was like, "How'd you know I have a podcast?" I was like, "Do you listen to my podcast?" Not the demographic, because she's like an older Hispanic lady who, I don't think spoke too good of English. And good grief, I wish I could remember her name. I'd shout her out. But
well, I'll tell you what, if you're an elderly Hispanic lady listening to our podcast, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you and we love you. And
we love
actually I probably won't go to that meeting.
And we love Tu Bailando. You know what I mean? We love it all.
Enrique Iglesias, huge fan.
Yeah, a huge fan. Enrique, yeah.
Huge fan.
Taco Tuesday, love it.
Love it. Dude, there's a restaurant that I freaking love. It's called Los Tapatíos, dude. They have the best freaking tacos, dude. That's so awesome. Good. So fatty. Ugh.
All right.
I dip them in consomme. Ooh. Ay, puppy. Anyway, right. That's why I get nervous about talking about dating, because apparently everybody listens.
Well,
Carly used to listen.
Yeah. And what I'll say is this.
But I don't talk to Carly anymore.
We have some recording going on that we may continue to do. Some more secret sessions, right? That we're probably going to put behind a paywall of some kind.
Yeah, we call it the after hours.
The after hours, right? And maybe once that's set up, maybe Dalton will give a little more intro into his world. You know what I mean?
Dude, I was yeah. Anyway, I was trying to see a girl and I wasn't able to see her. It makes me upset.
That's unfortunate.
It's okay, dude.
We wish you all the best in the future. Maybe this will cheer you up. I have a word of the day for you. Word of the day from Urban Dictionary. It's more of a phrase, and I think you're gonna love to use this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Boom. Gravy seal.
Gravy seal.
Gravy SEAL is a person either belonging to a militia group or has an unhealthy obsession with military guns and anti-government views, but was never actually in the military due to either being grossly out of shape, mentally unfit, or just too dumb to function.
Oh my gosh.
There's a bunch of other stuff, but you kind of get the idea.
Years of dead-end jobs, poor diet have made white middle-aged men very upset. Some express anger through squeezing into a paintball vest that just sits above their beer gut. Dang, bro. This is awesome. Although it's a term of mockery, Gravy SEAL should be taken seriously as they are deluded and have access to copious amounts of arms. Okay, fair enough.
There we go.
So it's military wannabe LARPers with actual guns.
Yeah.
Is another way that they describe it, which is an awesome way to describe it, by the way.
A Gravy SEAL. I love it.
That's
I love it.
awesome. I'm a fan.
I'm pretty sure we could think of some people we know that'd be like, that's a Gravy SEAL. You know?
Nobody that comes off like immediately in my but I bet in public for sure you could point people out and be like, that guy.
It's a Gravy SEAL.
That's a Gravy SEAL for sure.
Very nice. So yeah, that's the word of the day, Gravy SEAL.
I love it, dude. Technically 2 words, but I'll take it.
Yeah. That's how I do.
I'll take it, dude. I like it. I like it. Dude, what else is going on? What's new with you?
You know, dude, just trying to be positive about the government and about the economy and stuff, you know?
Everything's good in the economy, right?
Everything's
fine.
Good. There was a proposed, they do a budget proposal every year.
Right.
The executive branch does, and they have a proposed increase to the capital gains tax.
Gosh, dang it, dude.
46% capital gains tax at the higher end.
That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to make something like it depends on if you're independent or head of a household or filing jointly married, but I think you have to make somewhere between like 80 to 90K to actually even have capital gains taxes. But the idea of capital gains tax is absurd because it's like, hey, you know how you like own something and you're going to sell it to make a profit? You have to pay some money, you know, to that. Even though you might have paid taxes on the property itself, right?
Dude,
doesn't matter.
I hate it all. I hate taxes so much, dude. Especially when they spend so frivolously. It's like, good grief, dude. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I saw like a meme where they were like, this guy's about to die, and he's like, all right, it's time for your to see what your tax money went to. And it's like three missiles that were launched at Palestine. Like it was like just like all of it was in 3 missiles.
Oh, dude, we avoided World War III. That's pretty cool.
I know. We
Iran
nearly dodged it. I feel like, I'll be honest, dude, I feel like we're just edging war. You know what I mean?
Dude, it kind of feels that way.
It's like oh, almost a war.
Oh, not today. Not today.
Almost World War.
Dude, it's kind of like bizarre because like, yeah, so for those of you who don't watch the news,
yeah,
which is fine if you don't, not judging you at all.
You probably are a happier person because of it,
like frankly, just keep it that way. We'll tell you what you need to know.
Yeah, this is your only source of news you need to have.
Yeah, if it's important, we'll hear about it, and if it's not, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But Iran fired a bunch of missiles toward Israel, as well as launched some drones, and Israel basically just blew them all up. They actually have turns out their Iron Dome missile defense system is not their only defense system. Turns out they have higher grade defense systems for higher grade weaponry, which is pretty cool. Saw some videos of it. That's fun to watch.
Love it.
But long story short, they were like, well, they just did that. So, you know, and everyone's like, yeah, we're just not going to go to war yet, I guess.
Right.
They're like, totally fine. Basically, nobody got hurt from what I understand. Did anybody get hurt? Do you know? I don't think anybody actually got hurt.
So what happened, like, initially, I think Israel killed a general.
Sorry, I keep yawning.
That was like a leader of Hamas that is a Iranian citizen, but they were in Syria or something. They killed them, and so Iran was responding with that. But it was kind of like, we know you're probably going to block this type of thing, but we have to do something. Black. Anyways, it's good times.
Basically, it just seems like a dick measuring contest between countries. And
Gotta love it.
that's so dumb to me because I heard the same thing. It was like Iran has to retaliate, and it's like, but do you though? Do you actually? Because what's the point of like launching these missiles that you already know aren't going to hit the country? Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Foreign
It's
politics
so stupid.
is just it's just frustrating all over. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
like saying, "Oh, go ahead." What?
Oh, I was going to change the subject, so continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's just like saying like, "You have offended my honor, so I have to fire 3 rounds in your general direction." But like, not even at your direction, like miss on purpose. It's just stupid.
Yeah, dude. Can you think of
Whatever.
an instance where you would have to actually challenge someone to a duel? Where you're like,
No.
it's worth it to challenge someone to a duel? It's probably like you
Do I
probably
get
actually have
paid?
to harm my kid or me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, that's fair. If it's like they hurt or kill somebody, it's like I'll challenge then.
But words cannot hurt me. I'm saying it right now.
I don't care enough about words, man.
Roast me all you want.
But if you
Yeah.
if you can't take it, don't dish it out. You know what I'm
Can't take
saying?
the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And that's what we're saying
if
that
you're
to you, TikTok single moms.
Yeah, if you're slinging words at me, I'm gonna sling them back, dude. And I got a freaking venom tongue on me. Okay, it's gonna freaking get you.
You bet. You betcha.
Yeah. All right, what's up? Or are you gonna
Are
change
you
the subject?
excited for the upcoming Deadpool Wolverine movie?
Dude, honestly, I haven't been paying much attention to it. I saw like a trailer in passing. But I like the Deadpool movies. I think they're fun.
I like them too.
I think they're big fun. So
I think they're big fun. That's the one like Marvel venture that I'm still like pretty excited about, you know?
have you seen the newest Guardians of the Galaxy?
I did, yeah.
Was it good?
It was really sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it had a lot of sadness. But it was good. It's just
like that.
Had some sadness. A lot of it focuses on the origin story of Rocket the raccoon.
Oh, gotcha. I should probably watch that.
But they decided that they wanted to do some promotion, and this is just pure comedy in my opinion. But this is some promotion that they wanted to do after the success, let's say, of the Dune popcorn bucket. They said, "Hey, we need our own popcorn bucket."
Oh, stop.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So,
dang, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn bucket is better than ever, fans say. It's even better than Dune 2's. And so what you're, for the non-visual audience, what you're going to experience if you search this is you got a popcorn bucket that essentially is the face of Wolverine or Deadpool with a mouth hole that you can kind of uncap.
On the side of it, like on the side towards the bottom, like where your mouth would be in the picture.
And we all know what the suggestion
Or their mouth
is.
would be.
It's a little innuendo, and it's all good fun, you know? I like it.
And it looks like, I guess, a place where you can get popcorn from the bottom of the bucket for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely non-functional.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't work at all.
You wouldn't really use this,
That's
in my opinion. But
hilarious.
See, it's got a cap you can screw on and screw off. So
when's the movie come out?
I think it's this summer. Yeah, it's 2024 for sure. But
dude, The Boys is supposed to come out. Season 4 is supposed to come out pretty soon.
Dude, I'm excited.
Some of my cop buddies been getting into that, and if you guys haven't seen The Boys, don't watch it. It's pretty
highly explicit.
Yeah, it's got a lot of naughty things on it. So
it's got a lot of guts and a lot of naughties and
a lot of naughties.
Yeah. But dude, the comics are that way too. I thought it would be a good idea to get the comics, and I was like, I started into it and was like, oh man, I have a kid. I can't have this just in the house. It's bad, dude. So I threw it away.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I just like, I can't have this in the house.
I don't know. That's fair, dude. Especially with the, the little man running around.
I have like Invincible comics around, and like, I flip through that sometimes with him, but he's not old enough to be into it yet.
Right.
But yeah.
Especially one like Invincible, I feel like you got to like know the storyline.
Yeah, he's a little too young, but if there's some cool pictures of superheroes, he's a little interested for a second. So it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Dude, I keep yawning. I'm so tired. Like after boxing today, I'm just like wiped out.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think I slept
Burning
much
those
last
calories,
night either,
getting a cut.
Dude, I'm at my calories already, dude. I got all my protein. I got 221 grams of protein, dude, and I'm still about 400 calories shy. So
Nice.
it sits me about 2,000 calories for the day, dude. So heavy protein diet.
I love
dude.
that for you.
It's gonna be a good workout tomorrow. I'm excited.
I did a workout with Chase yesterday. Well, when I say a workout with Chase, me and Chase are the same methodology, my brother. That is that we work out adjacently. We're doing our own workouts, but we're together, and we took some flexi pics afterwards. Kid shredded. He's shredded.
He's shred Zeppelin.
And so good for him, but it was motivating. I was like, I got this. I know, dude. It's in my genes. It's in my genes.
I was talking to him because he went to Costco today, and I was like, bro, what'd you get? I was like spying, dude. I was trying to see what all he got for food, because I was like, if I could replicate it, I could be as cut as he is. Because I know he's not taking steroids. I know he's not.
He's not.
I know.
No, he's I think the biggest thing is that he's just not eating enough. Like, he's shredded. Like, he's got muscles. Like, when he gets a pump and you're looking at him, he's got the shoulder capped. He's got insertions with the tricep. Like, you see everything. Veins, right? So he's doing it.
Veins up the wazoo, dude. This guy's got veins for days, dude.
He's tan as heck.
He tans though, doesn't he?
He does tan.
Does he? Yeah. You can tan too, boys and girls.
He likes it. But yeah, dude. So I'm still feeling really good about the cut. I've had some setbacks for sure. This has been a longer cut because I've had just like complete undoing of the progress I've already made on the cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had some major setbacks. This is like the first full week that I've not had somebody in town. Today marks the first full week that I haven't had somebody in town for multiple weeks. So it's hard, dude. When somebody's in town, it's hard to eat clean.
Yeah, or when you're traveling, it's hard to eat clean.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And you've been a traveling man.
I've been a traveling man. I went to Washington and back. Then my family came here. It's hard to do. Then my parents were like, we're buying pizza and Duck Donuts. Come on over. I'm like,
Duck Donuts?
Duck Donuts is this pretty good donut place in Idaho Falls. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
All right. Okay.
Yes, sir, dude.
Basically, what we're trying to say, guys, is don't get discouraged. Just keep going.
Keep cutting.
Keep cutting on your diet, not on your arms. Okay, not on your wrists. Don't cut that.
No,
it's not okay. We're not advocates for that.
Keep it sexy.
Yeah, keep it sexy. Get sexy.
Get sexy, dude.
So the U.S. can be ranked number 1 above Brazil, because we're better than them and we know it.
You know,
America's sexy again, dude.
I don't know what our obesity rates are like compared to Brazil, but it's probably not great. You know?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've known people that went to Brazil and they come back and they're like, dude, every person in Brazil is just like gorgeous. And I'm like, well, how do they do it? But Brazil also has the highest level of like plastic surgery per capita.
Really?
It does, yeah.
Well, that's why there's literally a plastic surgery named after them, a BBL, which is a Brazilian butt lift.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, Brazilian
butt lift.
Yeah.
Booty lift.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Would you ever get any type of plastic surgery?
No. I mean, maybe if I messed up somehow.
What is that thing that people injected their faces?
Botox?
Would you ever get Botox?
All it does is like create paralysis for your it makes it so you can't move your muscles.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I'm good, dude. I don't need that.
Yeah, seems like, and I haven't looked into it, seems like that's not the healthiest thing to do, to literally inject something that paralyzes your face. Hey, no hate, but what we're saying is probably not going to do it ourselves, okay?
I'm definitely not, dude. I'm not doing that. Because then what if I'm trying to make an angry face and I can't? It's just like...
And you're talking to someone who has a serious... I have what I call my thinking line up here. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I got a couple of them.
Yeah. So if we were ever to get some of that done, like a vampire facial, I'm just kidding. No. We would let you know. Just like we would let you know if we started to use steroids, like we really, really, truly desire to.
Every
deep in our
day.
hearts. Deep in our hearts.
I'm getting closer, dude. I want to take peptides now.
Ooh, well, yeah. I mean,
But those aren't illegal,
they're not illegal. No.
right?
They are reclassified by the FDA as a more harmful substance or less of a non-threatening substance than they were previously. They got reclassified last year. So
I don't trust the FDA, dude.
I don't trust them either, but that
They just
affects
want my
what
money.
type of legal prescriptions you can get. So
They just want my munsies, dude.
they do want your munsies. They want your munsies. Yeah, do you have anything left to say to the kids?
We love you long time. Don't do steroids. Stay in school. Don't run with scissors.
Don't run with scissors. Love you so much. Bye.
Love you, bye.